Hey everybody, Sensei Shine here from RDK Diamond Bar. I'm here to let you guys know what's happening this week at the studio. So first off, we're in full tournament mode this week at the dojo. We have the Orange Coast Junior Nationals happening this Sunday at the Santiago Canyon College in the city of Orange. This is Shihan's tournament. This is our dojo tournament. We put this thing on ourselves, so we want to see as much participation as we can at this tournament. Now, we only have 2 tournaments left for the rest of the year. We have this one and the one in October, so we want to see as much participation as we can for these next 2 tournaments. So if you have any questions about whether or not your student is ready to compete, please come and talk to me, or send me an email or a comment below, and we'll talk about that. Now, in classes this week, that means that we're going to be working on the tournament, or we're going to be working towards getting ready for the tournament. Now, if your student is not going to the tournament, that does not mean that they should not come to classes. I know sometimes kids come to class and they say, well, Sensei, I'm not going to the tournament. Do I still have to practice for it? And we always say that one of the biggest benefits that students get out of going to the tournaments is that extra push and that extra practice that they get the couple weeks leading up to the tournament. If it wasn't for the tournaments, they would have no extra reason to practice other than testing every 3 months. So even if your student is not going to be participating at the tournament, please make sure they still come to class, because it's going to get them that extra little work on sharpening up their katas, going a little more extra on their stances, on their power, on the intensity, and all this stuff will clean up their katas and make them even more ready for testing at the end of this month. So whether your students are competing or they're not competing, please make sure they come to class as much as possible this week. We will still be working on our kick sets, back sets, and all the other drills that we do in our warm-ups. So whether they're going to the tournament or not, it would still be very beneficial for all the kids to come to class this week. Okay. Now, as a little extra bonus practice for students that are going to the tournament, we're going to be doing an open tournament practice from 6 to 7 on Friday. Normally during those times, we have the blue through green belt specialty and the blue through brown belt group class, but those classes are very small, so if you're in those classes, we still will have the class for you, but we will also have an open tournament practice for belt levels all across the board. Okay, so that's 6 to 7 p.m. on Friday, and then also we'll be doing the same thing from 11 to 12 on Saturday morning. Okay, same thing, those 2 classes are a little bit smaller, so we'll have some extra room if you guys want to come out and get some practice. Now, I suggest if you're going to the tournament, try to come to as many possible classes this week as you can, and try to come to those extra practices on Friday, Saturday, just because they're right before the tournament, so to make sure that they're extra prepared to compete on Sunday. If you only come to class on Monday or Tuesday this week and you don't get any other practice throughout the rest of the week, then it won't be as beneficial. But if you can only come on Monday, Tuesday, please still come on Monday, Tuesday. But if you can, try to make it work with your schedule that they can come to practice on Friday and Saturday as well. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. And as a little extra added bonus, I want to make sure everybody's watching these videos. I take the time to record these and let everybody know what's going on, so everybody stays in the loop. I upload it to YouTube and send it out in an email as well, if you're not in the Facebook group. So as just a little bit of a contest, I want to see who's watching. If you watch this video all the way to the end, comment below with some emojis of this, right? Give me some of these emojis. And if you get this in an email, send me an email back saying, thanks, got it, sounds great, all that good stuff. And then I will enter everybody into a raffle, and the winner gets 2 free Spectator Passes to the tournament this weekend. Okay? Now, if you already bought your Spectator Passes, we'll hook you up with 2 more. Okay, so, and if you can't go to this tournament, we'll give you 2 free ones for the next tournament, all right? I just want to make sure everybody's watching these videos and gets the benefit out of them. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, we'll see you in class this week. And one other extra thing is, if your student competes in a different uniform than the one that they train in here at the dojo, like they have a competition gi or the V-neck gi, the more advanced gi, have them wear that to class this week so they get used to doing their katas in it. Sometimes those gis are a little bit stiffer, or they're heavier weighted, so it might be a little uncomfortable, but we want to see them get as much practice as similar to the environment that they're going to be in the tournament. So bring those uniforms, bring your tournament weapons, again, because you don't want to borrow weapons here and then compete with something different. You want to practice with what you're going to be doing. Okay, so we'll see you in class this week. If you have any questions, let me know. Let's have a great week, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.